Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to fold this jet, the F-15 Active. And as you can see, this is a very realistic looking model, and you have all these features of the real aircraft, and you have this extra canards compared to a standard F-15. You also have these intakes, these afterburners, and actually it forms this sort of 3D shaped fuselage that is connected, the engine pods, and it also has this color changing cockpit and a color changing nose cone. And at the first glance, you may just think like this jet is just this plane, yeah, the original F-15, and also say hello to Pixie again. It just added a pair of canards, but structural wise, these two actually have some major changes for this one. Because actually the first one is it needs some extra layers for the canards. The other thing is this jet, when I look back, it just feels a little bit not that accurate. When you look from the top, it seems a little bit too chubby when you compare it to a real F-15. And this one, it just somehow fixed some of those issues. So after this tutorial, you're not only just make an origami model of this F-15 Active, but you're also going to figure out how to make a 2.0 version of the F-15 Eagle. I'm not going to make a separate video on a 2.0 version of this jet because this is just about reshaping, no major changes. Alright, so let's begin. So first off, prepare a square sheet of foil paper that is large enough, and the paper demonstrated here is 30 centimeters square foil paper. Now let's fold the diagonal first. You should be really familiar with this base. It's just the same base as the F-14, and I made plenty of planes with this base. And after doing so, you just have to fold this one up like so, and same on the other. Now start unfolding and fold it down. And here, you also fold this down like so. And you unfold it here, and you follow these 2 points and fold this triangle down like so, and you unfold these two out, and then you fold this one in. Make sure that this line matches right at this line, and this point matches right at this line. Yeah, fold it over like so. And repeat on the other side like this, and unfold this one. Now you just have to follow the previous crease you made and fold this one over like so, and same for the other like this. Now you just have to follow these two lines here and fold a snail, yeah, basically this line, and same for the other. Just fold them over and match with this line like this. And then you just have to fold this over and fold this one down. Then pull it over by the center and fold this one down like so, and make sure that things get lined up before you proceed further. And flip over again and fold this one down like so. Let's adjust some details a little bit, and then fold this over and open this up and collapse it This is what you get, and fold this one down like so. And you should notice that here you have these two creases, and you fold this over. And collapse it. Now fold this one over. And this is the shape you get. Now you just have to follow these two lines and fold it over. Like so. And open this one up. Like so. And fold this one up. Oops. And in the same time, you notice that you have this section, and you just have to pull this over and fold this down. Make sure that everything matches right at the center, and collapse this one. Now unfold it, return to this step, and open this up, and collapse it like so. This is what you get. Let's see. Right. Flip it over and fold this to in, like so. And collapse it. Flip it over. And here you have this section over here, and what you're going to do is first you fold this up right at center, and this point just matched up, and this line is also matched up, and unfold it. Now you just have to open this pocket and collapse it, match this line right at this line here, and fold it over. Now repeat on the other side. You have this. Flip it over again, and you have this section, and you just have to match these 2 points and fold it up like so. Reinforce the crease, and then you just pull this all the way up like so, and this is what you get. And for this part, you also do a pedal fold like this, and collapse it. Now you just have to open this structure up and pull this all the way out, and you just free this tiny water bomb base out. Come on. And pull this down, and you have this freed from the trap, and you fold this one up, and these two you just have to follow the creases you previously made and fold this down, and fold this one up like so, and here collapse it like this. And now let's repeat on the other side. Like so. And fold this over. And collapse it. Yeah, this is what you get. Let's zoom in now. And fold this up. And fold this one down right here. And repeat on the other side. Yeah. Now fold this one down. And now you notice that you have this tiny water bomb base here, and you just have to fold this all the way down first, and then you match this point right at the intersection of these two lines and fold it down. Now you just have to sync fold it. Come on. And it goes in right here. Open this up and use your finger collapse it. Now you have this tip and just fold it down first. Now you should notice that here you have this line and you fold this. Well, that's for further steps. Let's do this first. Yeah, fold this over. And then you should notice that here you have these points and you just have to match this at the middle. And then you match at this point and fold this down. Make sure that everything stays at the center line. And then open this up and roll this over like so and collapse it. Congratulations, you just made your base. Now let's continue. So now you notice that here you have this section. You first fold this down like so, and then you follow this line right here and fold this all the way down like this, and you have to reinforce the crease here. It has a lot of layers. And then you should notice that your finger should go right here. Yeah, you only have these 3 layers here and your finger is here, and this layer is underneath your finger. Same for the other. Yeah, your finger should go here, and then you just have to pull it all the way down, and you have to be careful so to prevent any tearing here. Let's see if we can make it. Yeah, come on. And just have to smooth it all the way out. Oops, that part just wrinkled a lot. It's getting tricky, but I still have to be careful. Don't rush it, or the paper would tear, and that's annoying. Alright, we survived it. And let's reinforce the creases. Like so. And this is what you get. And here, you just have to match these 2 points and fold it over. Like so. And same for the other side. Yeah, this is what you get. And use a ruler and match these 2 points to help you make the crease straight, and you just have to pull it over and adjust it. And reinforce the crease like so. Now let's do it to the other side. Again, reinforce the crease. And then you just have to fold this one down like so. Yeah, it's the same as the standard F-15 and the F-14 or the MiG-31 like so. Alright, now let's flip it over and fold this one over like so. Oops, just a little bit. And wrap this one around and collapse it. Reinforce the crease you made. Now repeat on the other. Let's get closer. And this part, yeah, wrap it around. And this part, collapse it. And collapse everything right here. Yeah, this is what you get. Now use tweezers, and you should notice that here you have these tiny layers. Yeah, there's pockets. You get a closer look, and come on. The tweezers should get in there pretty well, and just have to pull it out. Be careful. And collapse it. Now let's repeat on the other side. Yeah. Another step that is same as the F-14, the F-15, and the MiG-31. And check your symmetricity here. Alright, now let's return to this step, and let's see. So now let's form our wings, and there's one thing different from the other planes, and that is when you fold other planes, you always have these 3 layers on this side and this only 1 layer on the other. But this time we'll do it different, so we can give the canards some sort of positive dihedral, and that is you open it like this. You have these 2 layers on this side and these layers on the other, and you just have to collapse it like so. And let's repeat on the other. They're the same. Yeah, this is what you get. Like so. And fold this over. And let's see, wrap it around like so. This is what you get. On the other side, it should look like this. And you fold this down. And make sure that you go right at the intersection here. Yeah, this intersection, and you just have to, this part, gradually pull it down and match right at a point. And collapse this one. Yeah, it should look like this. Yeah. Let's reinforce the crease we get. Like so. And repeat on the other side. Just mirror the process. And let's see, alright, and you have to make sure that both sides are symmetrical. Alright, this is what you get now. Let's see, so now you just have to notice that here you have these layers, and you just have to fold it over, match these 2 points, and on the other side you just fold this one over like this. Yeah, and collapse it. We are going to use this as some sort of reference, and same for the other side. collapse it. Come on. Yeah, this is what you get now. And what you're gonna do is basically just open this up a little bit, and this part you just fold it out. And here you have to make sure that this is an intersection right here, and it's gonna be a navigation point, and you just have to connect this point and this point. Yeah, these 2 points, and fold it over. Let's be careful. Yeah, it's kind of a tricky task, since it's actually a different trick for the canards that is different from the PW MKI. Yeah, they're not the same. And fold this down, collapse it. Yeah. So this is what you get on one side, and let's repeat on the other. It's kind of a tricky task, but it's not that absolutely hard. And move it up. Like so. Let's reinforce everything, and again do a symmetricity check. It can be a little more, even more tricky, and maybe off cam, I think. Alright, so let's continue. And now you're here, and what you're gonna do is just fold this all the way up first, and this part you just keep it like this and collapse it. And same for the other side, you do the same. Also check your symmetricity here, and this is what you get. And what you're gonna do is, you notice that you have this extra layer here, and you have to fold this down a little bit and match these crease like so. Yeah, and repeat on the other side. Yeah, this is what you get. And for now, you just have to fold this one in. You have to be careful. And this part, you first have to make sure that this line matches up here, like so. Yeah, this is probably the trickiest part of this jet. You may ask me why not just copy paste the same canard that is from the PW MKI. No, I'm not going to do that, because this one is somehow different. Yeah, it's somehow different. And wait, we can actually do it from the other side. Yeah, basically just fold this one over and wrap it around like so, as you can see. And here you just follow it and match right at this point, and finally you just have to collapse it. Let's adjust it a little bit first, make sure that things goes well. And just have to collapse it. Let's adjust it a little bit further. shouldn't go that further forward, because here's a twist. Come on. Right. This is what you get now. And let's repeat on the other. Come on. Wait, this part needs some adjustments here. Yeah, even for me, this is kind of tricky to make. Come on. Forward a little bit. And reinforce the creases you have here. And let's check the symmetricity here. Make sure that both sides are the same. Come on. Wait, why this part is a little bit asymmetrical? Maybe another off cam, I think, to fix it. Alright, let's continue. And here, we almost fix it, and yeah, let's move on. Never mind. Reinforce the creases. And here, you have these flaps down there, and just have to fold them out. Before that, we have to fold this two down first. Create some other reference down there. Oops. And same for the other. Alright. And here you just have to fold this one up like so and collapse it like this. Yeah, basically you should notice that here you have this crease like this. Yeah, it actually creates some sort of mark like this. Yeah, this point. And then you just have to follow this one and fold it down. So this is what you get now as this being formed. And then what you're gonna do is unfold this one and fold this all the way up, follow that line, and then you just have to notice that here you have this intersection and fold it up. collapse it. Like so, and same for the other. And repeat on the other side. Yeah, this is what you get. And collapse it again. And check the symmetricity here. Let's adjust it a little bit. Yeah, it's here now. And what you're gonna do is just fold this one down. Yeah. And this line right here should actually divide this angle into half, like so. And here, you just have to fold this one down, but do not go right to the tip. You have to leave some sort of here, and you can just, so in this way you can form this sort of wing shape of the F-15 that here is an angle change, and collapse it like so. And on the other side it should look like this. Now let's reinforce the creases and repeat on the other side. And here again, another angle change here, and collapse it. Now let's check the symmetricity here. Alright, this is what you get now. Reinforce the creases. And now you just have to place this right into this pocket and close it up. Same for the other. Check the symmetricity here again. Yeah, this is what you have. And now you just have to follow this point and fold it down like so. And same for the other. And check the symmetricity here. now you just have to return here and follow this line. You have to make it parallel and fold this one down like so. At this point, yeah, take a closer look. And same for the other side. Wait, found the wrong navigation point. It's here. And check the symmetricity again. Like so. Now follow this crease and fold it over. And this is what you get on one side, and fold the other. Now let's check the symmetricity. Oops, fold this down. Let's see if this is right. Hope so. Alright, let's move on. Alright, return here, and what you're gonna do is just pull this up like so, and same for the other side. Wait, you don't have to do this now. Return here, that'll be done later. And what you're gonna do is just open this up, and here you fold this one over like so, and then just pull it out. A little before this, yeah, we can do the other. Yeah, pull this one out and collapse it. And same for the other side. Right here. And again, make sure that you have things symmetrical. And also you have, let's say, this part being matched up. Adjust a little bit. Yeah, this is what you get. And fold this one over, and just have to match right at this point. Then collapse it. Basically, you just have to leave a little bit gap right here. And collapse it. Yeah, this is your tail fin. Now let's repeat on the other side. Come on. And fold this down again. see, is there anything wrong with our symmetricity? Yeah, we need to check it. Let's see. Yeah. Make sure things are symmetrical before moving on. Let's collapse everything. And finally, we can just move it up and collapse it. And same for the other. Alright, so this reveals the canards. Let's reinforce the creases and let's fold this over and up. Do a pedal fold like so, and wrap it around and collapse it. And same for the other side. Oops. Don't tear it. Alright. Again, check the symmetricity here. And after doing so, you just have to open it up and wrap around. Now let's repeat on the other side. Alright, so we are here now, and you have this section. You just have to fold it down first, and then fold this one down there at a crease you made, and reinforce the crease. Now just have to fold this one up like so, and pull this layer out. Now fold this one up like so, and pull this one out, and fold this one over here, and collapse this one, and reinforce the crease like this, and open it up. At the same time, you just follow this pivot point and fold it around. And here, just make sure that everything matches up at the center line, like so. And in the middle, let's do another check. Reinforce the crease. This is what you get now. And now let's just fold it in the middle like so. Yeah, fold this down, and this part just fold itself over like this. And same for the other side. Again, reinforce the crease. At the same time, you just have to fold these two flaps in. And check your symmetricity here. Oops. Something is wrong. Yeah, this is what you get. And fold the tips in. Yeah, this is what you get. And fold this over. Reinforce the crease. Yeah, this is your cockpit. And now you just have to fold this one over like so. Yeah, unfold it and wrap it around like this, and reinforce the crease. Now you just have to fold this one up and fold this one over like so. Yeah, make sure that they match up and collapse it. Oh, come on. Wait. Now you just have to fold this one over and match this point right at this line like so, and fold it in. Same for the other side. And fold it over and enter it yeah. And let's check the symmetricity here. Wait. Just a little bit. Make sure both sides are symmetrical. Come on, what's wrong with it? Come on. What's wrong with it? We'll let it go. Let's move on. And here you have this now, and just have to fold this one down and match right here And this part, you just match to this point and fold it down and collapse it. Yeah. Now repeat on the other. Yeah. So now you have this now, and now we just have to fold this one up and same for the other. But one small issue. Here you have to fold this up like so. And same for the other side. Yeah. And this one, fold it in. And like so. Same for the other. Stuff it in and reinforce it, and this is what you have now, and place this tip right into this pocket. Yeah. And fold this one up like so, and same for the other side. Yeah. Reinforce the crease, and maybe we can fold our canards up first. Yeah, it has some sort of dihedral. Yeah. Check the symmetricity here. Now, some minor shaping. Basically, your wingtips. Yeah. And fold this over. And let's see, open this up and wrap this around inward. And collapse it. Yeah, you some sort of just fold this in this wingtip of the F-15. And same for the other side. Come on, let's open it up. And yeah, fold it in. And collapse it. Alright, you just form the wingtips. And for the tail fins, again, it's similar. You just fold it down. And same for the other. And then you can just open it up and wrap it around. I'll just do it with my fingers. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's like this. And same for the other side. Come on. Right. Yeah, this is what you get now. And one small issue, you have these layers here, and you just have to fold them over. Like so. And same for the other. Check the symmetricity here. And let's see, this is what you get now. And here, let's fold this down. And fold this one down. Like so. And same for the other. Yeah, this is what you get. Now we just have to wait. Some layers need to be adjusted. Come on. Why I say this is a little bit messed up here. Yeah, one small issue here. Yeah, I forgot to arrange the layers here. And just had to open this up. Yeah, again, you have to make sure that this section is always above all this mess. Oops, how can I make such a mistake? Come on. And let's see, fold this one in and fold this over, and same for the other. Yeah, and now you just have to fold it in. Yeah, this is just common practice. And your nose, fold them in. Like so. And then fold it over. Yeah, and this one you also fold it over, and same for the other side. Alright, now you just have to fold this one in, same for the other, and close it. Yeah, this is what you get. And here, let's fold the intakes. Alright, return to this step and fold this over. And this part, now turn to this stage and come on, fold this over, and same for the other side. Like so. Prepare the jet fold. Open this up first, and then just have to fold this one up and fold it over like so, and make sure that here this is parallel, and let's go. Be careful, don't tear anything. Let's see, yeah, you can do it. Now fold it over. Right in the middle. And start collapsing. Reinforce the creases you have. Now start folding up your wings. And vertical stabilizers. Just a little bit. Yeah, this is what you get now. And now you just have to adjust the nose a little bit to give it some sort of 3D shape. you notice that here you have these layers, and what you're going to do is just fold this over. It's going to create a locking mechanism. And fold this in, roll them up. Yeah. Now you have this down there. Now what you're going to do is, let's see, adjust it a little bit. This also needs some adjustments. Yeah. Now let's fold our intakes first. Yeah, it's the same as the F-14, the standard F-15, and the MiG-31. Yeah, this sort of square intakes. And for the other side, alright. We have the intakes now. And here you have these layers, and what you're going to do is first you pile this open. Like so. Oops. Wait, this part. Something wrong with this part. Yeah. And let's form the engines. You basically just fold the layers up first, like so. And then you just use this excessive layers in there and roll it up. And let's see, yeah, this is what you get, one side, and same for the other. Yeah. Now you just have to use some tools here and roll it out to form your engines. And same for the other. Yeah, this is common practice for such models. Oops, I teared a little bit. It shouldn't happen. And this is what you get now. Engines. Maybe here we can Pull it out a little bit and keep wrapping around so you can have them a little bit larger in the front. Now let's do it to the other side. All right. This is what you get now, and let's keep shaping it. And then you just have to wrap around the intakes and connect your engines. Like this on one side, and same for the other. To make the continuous feel of your engines. Alright, this is what you get now. Alright, here are the intakes and the engine pods being connected. And some minor adjustments here. Notice that here you have these tips and just have to fold this one over and collapse it. Yeah, like so. And same for the other side, which creates a further lock for the afterburners. Wait, this part needs some further adjustments. Oops. Alright, and now let's start shaping it. Basically just bend it upward and this part downward to make them feel a lot more rounded and more realistic. And here, fold it down like so, and same for the other side. Yeah, this is your afterburners. Yeah, congratulations, you just made your F-15 active. So let's talk about the plane. And actually, this is actually a really advanced and really hard model to make, and if you're a beginner you might struggle, and even for me it's kind of tricky to make, especially the canards, because actually I found that the F-15 active, its canards are actually a lot different from the Sukhoi flanker style canard. They're much larger, and they also have this sort of dihedral, which is pretty unique. So when making this jet, the canards are actually formed in a different way compared to the PW MKI. And this is also a flying model, and you just have to grab the handle here and give it a hard throw to fly. And before flying, you have to do some adjustments, or your plane is not going to fly or not going to fly well. And that is, you need a charger block or any tools to flatten out all your wings and all your wing surfaces to make sure that it's clean. And this one, yeah, that is just made, it needs some further adjustments to make sure it flies well. And if you just skip that step, that is to adjust and flatten out the wings, your plane will just spin all over the place or just stall right after you throw it. Yeah, to make sure it flies well, you have to do this sort of check to make sure that everything is clean. And yeah, you really need a few practices to get it well to make this jet. So that's it. What other planes do you want me to make? Let me know. Enjoy!